That's why. God bless.
Here, let me get
Wait,
like
just
this.
sit in my damn lap.
Tony's, I don't know what you want from me. Hey everybody.
We gotta start it though, don't we? Did you start it?
I think so.
Oh,
Yeah, I started it.
Are you sure? Does it say start recording?
No, it says stop.
Okay. I'm just making sure, dude.
You gonna take a picture and show me?
No, believe you, I just can't see that
God.
far. These glasses help, but they don't help that much.
man. They're not real.
They are real.
Are they real?
Yeah, they're real.
Well, then why don't they have?
Well, because I see a lot better with them. I need new prescription. I got one in like over a year.
Interesting.
How much is your prescription changed?
Probably like $22 or something. At least.
I went and got new glasses 2 days before Christmas. He said my astigmatism was getting better.
Getting better?
Yep.
That's weird.
It
That is
never
weird.
has. It's never done it before. But he said it was like, he was super Asian. And he said, it's like, it's much better. And he's like, it's not really noticeably better, but it's like that much better.
That's weird.
That's good though.
Hey everybody. Welcome. And my back really itches.
Stepping up our game though.
Hey,
Thank
how you
goodness.
doing?
Do the Alex face?
You don't know who that is.
I know.
One day.
One day.
One day.
Okay, so
Dinner for Three, episode 40. Special guest.
yeah, welcome to another edition of Dinner for Three. I'm your host, Brad. Always with me.
Ray.
And then we have a new guest. Well, no, not new. Second time on the podcast.
Second Tom. Seth. Seth Ward. So
Actually an official part of Farmhouse.
Since when? What number are you?
probably 4, 5.
4.
I was in the. Well, I was talking with Ray on the early stages of Farmhouse. I was trying to come do stuff with y'all before, but I ended up having scheduling issues because of work.
He quit his job.
No. I wish.
10 subs. He's going full time.
10 subs.
Yeah.
full time.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
10
thanks
subs.
10 subs. That's great. Hey,
Listen here,
Yeah.
If you like us, please smash that like button.
yeah, can we get a smash that like?
Can we get 1,000 likes?
No, we can't.
What is up with that though? Why is well? I know why, but do y'all know why people have started begging for likes lately on YouTube?
So they can get money.
They changed their algorithm, so now a part of it depends on likes to dislike ratio and likes to view ratio.
Does it really?
Yeah, it's
Holy
trying to
crap.
get. YouTube is basically screwing themselves by changing their algorithm every 5 minutes. So if y'all don't keep up with I watch a lot of YouTube, obviously, so I keep up with a lot of the recent YouTube debacles and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they've completely stripped their old algorithm and created this new thing. So people like H3H3, who used to get 1.5 million views per video, are now getting 750K. Cutting their
Yeah.
views in half. And that's their livelihood. They live doing YouTube videos. That's what their job is.
They got so bad that they set up a Patreon too, didn't they?
Yeah, they had a whole Patreon set up for a couple different YouTubers, really.
Well, see, I've heard people who've done YouTube for a long time, and that's what they say you need to do. Don't count on YouTube. YouTube is a great source. I like YouTube especially. I'm always on it. Arguably to a fault.
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
always on YouTube. But that shouldn't be your...
Yeah, especially the bigger YouTubers. You always hear, I watched H3's podcast with PewDiePie the other day.
Yeah.
And PewDiePie's always like, man, you gotta think about life after YouTube. So he's part of a company, he's selling merch, he's got a Patreon, and they stream and all that stuff.
How do you do that? How do you do Patreon? I don't know anything about it.
Patreon is just GoFundMe and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay, well think of Patreon as a monthly subscription.
Okay.
So
You pay to be on there or what?
you pay to just
you just pay to support them.
To support 'em.
basically.
Okay, so if we wanted a Patreon, what would we do?
We would just set it up, and if any fan wanted to give us money because they enjoy our content, then that's the point of it.
Huh.
It's just so because of the way YouTube is right now, which is why Patreon's become so much more popular recently. They've, because they messed with the algorithms and they've lowered their pay rate for videos, so it's harder for YouTubers to come about and actually survive solely off YouTube. So it's just kind of a way of showing your appreciation for the people that make your videos.
Good thing we don't do this for money.
Yeah, we'd be.
And Patreon
Dead.
also helps when, like, people with 50K subs or whatever, like, they can't quite go full time.
Yeah.
But then they also have like a lot of fans that use ad block, and it kind of screws them on
Yeah.
ad revenue a lot.
Because that's, like, I love ad block, don't get me wrong. Because, you don't want to watch videos all the time, but if you can sit through 15 seconds worth of video, that's ad revenue for somebody. So I've actually took ad block off of my computer when I use YouTube, because I learned how much that affected their.
Yeah, I never
their money.
realized it until I heard maybe PewDiePie talk about it.
I heard H3 talk about it. That was when I was like, whoa, okay. Sorry.
I never thought about that. But I usually just watch YouTube on my phone. Just,
Yeah, which it plays videos if you're watching
Yeah,
on a phone or
it
tablet or
will.
whatever.
it will, which is fine. I don't mind it. They're not very long at all.
Yeah.
Except for like the really long ads. Now those I have a hard time not skipping.
I don't get. Okay, I don't understand the fact that you can skip a 15-second clip,
Yeah.
but you cannot skip a 30-second clip.
Yeah. Or
What
like a
part of
movie
that?
trailer or
Yeah.
something like that.
Why?
Yeah, I was
don't
watching one the other
understand.
day. It was like 2 minutes and 37 seconds long, and you couldn't skip it.
Yeah.
I'm like, hell no. It was just some stupid. I would watch like Madden challenges, like video game Madden challenges. It was like a 2.5 minute ad, and I'm just like, I don't care enough about that.
No,
Hell no.
I don't know. It's the whole industry right now. Is really kind of.
Dude, I swear it's
Kinda
like
spiraling.
every month I see someone like, YouTube's changing their algorithm, or here's how YouTube's killing us.
Yeah. There's videos, countless videos all over the place.
I wonder, like, I want to do this stuff only. Hey, if you guys are listening, I'd like to make this my job. But it's getting harder from the sound of it. Because, like, okay, so you can say, like, music, the music industry is almost impossible to
Yeah.
make a living off of just making music.
Mm-hmm.
So what people are having to do is they're having to make themselves a brand. And so it's like you would see like Childish Gambino, for instance, or
Right.
Chance the Rapper, for instance. Like all these people, if you can ask musicians, they're not making any money off of the music that they make. They're making money off of concert tickets,
Yeah.
off of merchandise sales, off of appearances, things like that.
You could go to Kanye. Look at it. He's got a clothing line. He's got all sorts of stuff just to support him.
And you would think like his music would be good enough to do.
Man, it seems like
But they're-
subscription services are killing
Yeah.
the artists, really.
Yeah.
Like they get a share of whatever, but there's
Like,
no way it's enough.
Things like I was listening to the new Blink-182 album on the way here, and it was just like on Spotify. I don't pay for Spotify.
Yeah.
I listen to their ads every like 5 songs,
Mhm.
and that's so.
Yeah.
What percentage are they even making off? of
There's
something
no
like
way.
that?
Has Aaron ever tried to do music on that and get paid for it?
I don't. I think he is on Spotify. I think he is on iTunes.
I know he's done some iTunes stuff.
Yeah, but I don't think he's ever really. He might have made a little bit of money, but not even enough to buy like a Monster or something. You know.
And
Well, because they pocket so much.
yeah, they take a large percentage.
Which, if you're like a multi-million-dollar record sales kind of individual, then it's not. I mean, it definitely is a big deal, but you'd still make enough to where you could notice it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're just somebody who's selling some here and there, you make literally nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You-
If you don't have like a big name or anything, then it's really hard. You're probably not gonna make anything. Which is why I have high hopes for this brand. And I want to keep making stuff. And so if you listen to this and you have ideas and stuff, just shout it out. Let us know what you like, what you don't like. Dislikes are fine with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just shows that you're actually watching the content and you are opinionated about it.
Yeah.
It's fine. Like that's what the comment section's for. That's what the like and dislike bar is for. Give us feedback so that we know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan had this comedy special, and it's on Netflix, and it's called Triggered. And watch it; it's so funny. But he had this thing where it was just like, we're not worried about the right 1%. We're not worried about the right 1%. And he's like, there's the rich 1%, and you gotta worry about those people. But the 1% that everyone complains about is not the right 1%. Like, the 1% we need to be worried about is the 1% of people that comment on YouTube videos. And he's just like, he just went through some of the crazy stuff that people wrote to him. And it's just nuts.
Have you ever took time to read some of people's comments on YouTube?
Only on certain videos, I guess.
Man, it gets rough. People that are famous and stuff, they'll have like these massive debates in the comment section of just people hating on everything and everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what 4chan's for.
You
Not
had
YouTube.
Achievement Hunter? When Mika joined Achievement Hunter? You ever heard?
Yeah.
The comments were like the worst thing I've ever read about another human being.
Really?
They hated her so much.
See,
I've never seen it.
I haven't paid much attention to them since they got Funhouse. Man,
Yeah.
Funhouse is great.
Do you watch iDubbbz TV?
I have a few of his videos. He's pretty good.
He's good.
Pretty funny.
Comments are rough.
Yeah, I looked at his Sewer Pickles one. I looked at some of those
Sewer
comments,
Pickles.
and I was just like, man, these people are vicious.
Yeah.
Like, I personally couldn't fathom typing that into a box and being like, man, I hope he reads this.
Dude. That's the thing, like, you're completely anonymous.
Yeah.
That's what, like, my wife used to work at a call center, and they're basically anonymous on the phone. She got called, like, the worst things ever. Because she worked for a bank, like, she wasn't asking them for money or payments, like, they were calling to ask her a question, and they called her the worst things. Like, when they're anonymous, like, people are fearless.
Yeah.
It blows my mind.
Because you don't have to look people in the face.
Yeah.
You get that safety net of not having to look someone in the face and just tell them how worthless you think they are or something.
Yeah.
So bullying is not bad. Internet bullying is terrible.
It's the worst.
Internet bullying is the worst. And I know, allow me to explain why I said bullying is not bad. That's going to get people... I don't think it's good
People
to be...
are triggered.
Yeah. Huh?
People are triggered by you already.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, I think that bullying is not okay. Like, I don't think that bullying people is good. But I was bullied a lot.
Yeah,
and
me
I
too,
just had to be like... It made me stronger, I guess.
Who in the world bullied you?
Man, there's a lot of people. When I first moved to the school, I got bullied a lot.
See, me being bullied just made me it just made me turn to comedy and just roast people all day long. Like, that's how it was. You just had to turn it back on them, and they wouldn't mess with you. Just take it light. Like, I understand it is rough, and I've had some dark and rough times in school, and I hated it. But once you find your way to just develop and move past it and make yourself stronger because of people like that, you can just be so much better than you are.
Yeah. There's one guy, I will not say any names at all, but he went to school with us, and I see him every once in a while. Super successful. Like unbelievably successful. And we were having a get together at my house, and the conversation of bullies came up. And he was just like, he just said like, I'm more successful than all of my bullies except for one, and I'm gonna pass him this year or whatever. And I was just like, I was like, okay, so you kept track of your bullies, like what they're doing in life now. You made sure, like, it pushed him to be more successful than they are. And then he said, there's one that's more successful than he is. I want to know what that person does. Because I know what he does and what he is. I'm just like, nobody from this town is really that successful. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And I just want to be like, what does that person do who's more successful than you are? But not for long. He's having to pass him. And so it's just like sometimes it can be hard in the moment, but it changes you. It makes you something different. And people can be super duper mean to your face, but man, when they don't have to see a reaction on you, because regardless of how heartless someone can be, like they're still a person, and so they can still like have emotions of feeling bad and regret and stuff for like doing something. And like if I were to just like smudge his glasses and just flick him in the face, and it like really bothered him, I'd see like the upset in his face. These people on the internet don't get to do that.
Oh, they don't even know you. That's
No.
the thing is, they can go their whole life without ever thinking about that one thing that they said to you.
And it could wreck your life.
It could destroy.
Yeah.
Because I know for a while, H3H3 in his like mid-career of him when they were starting to get more popular, he had some videos talking about his eyebrows because he has what do you call it? Man.
Tourette's? Like
Yeah.
a tick?
He has
Does he have a
Tourette's.
tick?
Yeah, he has a tick. Yeah, he has Tourette's. So people just like bashed him over and over and over into the ground because of his eyebrows, talking about, oh, you crazy eyebrows and all this. And he's just like,
You crazy eyebrows.
he made a video to address it. He's like, at first, like, it really annoyed me, and like I really had to try and control it on camera, but now, like, who cares? It's part of me. I don't care. Whatever. If you think it's funny, people laugh about it.
It just makes me want to do it.
Dude, it's pretty crazy.
Is that crazy?
They'll
I
do
can
like
never
the
do it.
wave and stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
It's pretty fun.
So,
Yeah.
you can use it.
I don't know. I mean, as far as like bullying goes, like looking back on it now, it's like I could have handled things a lot better, and probably should have. But now, I look at some of those people that I grew up with that bullied me, and their lives are just wrecked. And I'm
Yeah.
like, they've stayed a horrible person their whole life because of their bitterness, and so you don't have to worry about people like that later on in life. Like once you get to work and somebody does that, so simple to just get rid of them. Like you just don't have to talk to them. You can just walk away from them.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not as big of a deal later on in life in the real world. Like after
Yeah.
high school, it's
High school's like the worst time in most people's lives.
I liked it. I liked it for the most part.
I love hated it.
Yeah,
I love
I'm
it.
the same way. There were some times I really enjoyed it, but looking back, there's just a
There's-
lot of things like it just doesn't happen that way in the real world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Things get better. It gets better.
And some things don't ever get better.
It gets better.
Like when you wake up in the morning and you're dying, your bones are aching
Yeah.
because you played too much football in high school or basketball.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Dude, I
Okay.
have so much problems in my knees from football.
Really?
And we just played here in the 2A school.
Yeah.
Imagine if I played for like an actual good
Yeah.
Well,
That
then
would
they
probably
pump,
been- yeah,
they
it'd probably
pump
been
you with
better.
steroids. So.
Well,
That's
true.
the training program would have been better.
Yeah.
You'd probably be better off than
Maybe.
old South Sebastian County.
Yeah. Like if I knew now what I knew in high school,
Dude.
I'd
That's what I think
a
about
monster.
basketball. Like I was good in high school, but I feel like even though I was probably 185 in high school,
Uh-huh.
probably 245 now.
Mhm.
If I was this size in high school and had the skill I had, dude, I'd have a scholarship,
Yeah.
no doubt. Even I'm 22,
Mm.
I understand that. But if I knew as much about the game now as I did then,
Yeah.
I'd have a scholarship.
And just like, so I've learned a lot about like basketball since then.
Mhm.
I've learned a lot about like exercise and eating healthy and stuff since then.
Yeah.
Which I don't do.
That's why
I don't know.
I'm just anxious to get done with my degree so I can get into a school and coach something.
Yeah.
Because there's like so many coaches. I look back at all my coaches in high school. Dude, none of them knew anything about nutrition.
Mm.
None of them knew anything about weight training. They didn't know anything about like proper stretching. Like they didn't know anything about calisthenics
Mm.
or anything.
Well, we did like 5 minutes worth of stretches, and that was good for the whole day. Like, that's what
Yeah.
they thought. And it was terrible stretches that you do when you're in like kindergarten.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When you remember basketball, like Coach
Yeah.
D would be in, I don't want to say his name, he'd be in his office playing at Clash of Clans or
Yeah.
something, and we'd be like doing stretches. We're supposed to do 50 push-ups, and we'd be like, 5. And
Oh, yeah,
then we were
nobody
done.
cared.
Nobody cared. Like, he wasn't out there, but
It's like they don't focus on something that's so important that could
Mhm.
keep you from ruining your career
Oh, yeah.
if you're going farther
Yeah.
up.
Or just like your life
Or
in
your
general.
life, yeah.
You got bad knee.
Yeah. I mean, I wake up every morning and my feet, like, I can't walk for like the first 10 minutes. I have to like sit in the shower.
Gosh, 10
My
minutes.
feet hurt so
You have to
bad.
wake up early now. Huh?
Well, I wake up at 5:30 now, and I don't go to work until I don't leave my house until 6:50, and that's because
Oh.
like my feet hurt so bad I cannot just wake up and go to work. I can't.
That's crazy.
It hurts so bad. I have
yeah,
like
I know the
plantar
feeling.
trouble and everything. It's bad.
Wow.
I'm only 22.
Nice, same age.
Woo!
Well, yeah.
Yeah. How old's your wife? 35.
No. I can say her age.
No,
She's not in her 30s.
I know what you
like
mean
that.
about injuries, though. I rolled my ankle in senior year, like on Austin Sweat. I slipped on that.
On some sweat?
Yeah, we were doing this particular drill. It's called Big Man Drill. Do you remember it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, basketballs on each block.
Okay, yeah,
that
yeah.
one. I went to step, and I just, instead of planting, my foot planted and then started to slide and just slid back underneath me and just rolled so bad. I was out like maybe 2 weeks.
Mhm.
I should have been out longer, but I went back, re-rolled it immediately, played a game that night, and then it just didn't heal until the season was over. And so it's the same one I re-rolled at church camp.
Oh, okay,
So
yeah.
it's just been like, coach told me, like, you're gonna roll that ankle the rest of your life because of how bad it was, and I didn't let it heal. And
Yeah.
he was right. He was like, I had the same thing from high school. Like, I'll just be walking, I'll just step on it and just roll.
Oh, man.
And I've done it 3 times in 4 years. Like, it's not
Really?
a lot, but it'll just be
But it's
weird
it
time.
hurts, though. Is the
Yeah.
thing. How long are you out whenever you roll it?
Well, you saw me at camp. It was
Yeah.
like 4 days I was down.
Yeah, it hurts. And you know what? I think, like, I had kind of it wasn't a bad childhood, but it was rough. Like we lived not too far from each other growing up. So it was like 45 minutes to get to a doctor or something.
Yeah, it was a ways.
I never went to the doctor. Like, even if I was sick, I didn't go to the doctor. And like, so if
I'm exactly the same
yeah,
way.
like if I rolled my ankle, I would just have to like and we worked, I lived on like it was a farm, but we didn't get paid. It was just like my grandparents just had like a bunch of pets.
Oh, yeah.
So we had like cows, chickens, goats, cats, dogs, whatever, you know?
Yeah,
A
typical,
horse.
typical farm.
We had a horse. I don't know why.
You were
Still
right.
have, no, it's a mini horse. It's a pony.
Can we just like, can we get a movement going to correct how bad school nurses are though?
Yeah.
Because I remember doing the presidential fitness test, if y'all remember that. We were doing the shuttle run. Well, we had laid tarps down because we did it in our old gym. And I tripped over the tarp, and sure enough, fractured like 2 different places on my thumb.
Mhm.
Growth plates and everything. So this thumb's shorter than this one. And
That's funny.
so I went to her office.
It
And
is short, isn't it?
yeah, it's like significantly shorter by a little
Oh,
bit. But
that's
so
cool.
I went there and she just like pulls it and it's fractured. But she just looks at it and she pulls it and she's
Oh.
like, "Oh, it's fine. It was just jammed. Don't worry about it. Go back." And I was like, "No, seriously, it hurts like a lot." And she's just like, "Well, just go home and tie a stick to it." And I was like, "This is a school nurse. Like she went through schooling."
No, who was it?
Popsicle stick.
Who was the nurse?
Tie a stick to it.
White.
White.
You remember her?
Yeah. I
Bad.
don't think
Horrible.
White. You remember her? I think she goes to our church.
Well,
No way she has a degree.
No,
Miss
not at
T
all.
was, you remember, was she there when you were in school?
Maybe like the last year.
She was there. She was the first nurse that we'd had with like nursing degree.
That's
That's
sad.
years.
crazy.
Like, they can be.
How they do that?
I don't know. They can be a nurse with like a CNA and then one step up. Like one step up, you can get a nursing job, school nurse job. She had like a full RN. Like she was a certified nurse.
It's
Who?
sad.
Miss T was.
But
See-
wait, you can get it?
Dude, that's Hartford at least. Like the last 4 or 5 nurses we had, they were not. They were not certified.
Oh
Right.
man, that would have been so cool if I could have done it.
It's like a 4-week program, man.
Yeah.
Over at Petra.
Yeah.
But my thing is, like, I got home and my thumb was like twice the size of a normal thumb, and it was just purple and black and just awful looking.
And you just tied a
Yeah, I was-
popsicle stick to it. You're like, well, hey mom, I know we haven't had dinner yet,
Well-
but I need a popsicle.
Yeah, she came
No,
home.
Seth, you can't have one. But I need it. Why? No, okay, I'm just going forever.
She came home and she's like, "What the heck did you do to your thumb?"
Oh,
And I was
hey.
like freaking out, and I was like, "Oh," she said, "I sprained it. It's fine." Me as a dumb kid thought like, "Oh, this massive thumb that is miserable and painful is fine," and so nope, not at all. Rushed to the hospital and like 3 hours in the ER waiting room, which it takes like 45 minutes to get to
Yeah.
the hospital for where we lived. So
You rushed?
yeah, I mean like ran. No, we drove there.
Why'd you rush though? I mean, it's just your thumb.
Well, because it's a mom, and she's like, "Ah, your thumb's gonna fall off," but it's just broken.
Also, it's a school night. You gotta go tomorrow.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, how often did you go to the doctor even?
Not unless it was incredibly necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? And it's just like, if I would roll my ankle or whatever, but that's why in basketball, when I would roll in basketball, I'd just run on it.
Yeah.
Well, like, 'cause it gets to
thing
be a
with
pain
that
where you're
is-
just so used to it.
Like, what can a doctor can't do jack about it?
No.
Though. Like, if
No.
you sprain it, then they're just gonna tell you to stay off of it. If you have a strain, same thing.
My grandma's a nurse though, so we kind of got away with not going to the doctor as much anyway.
I wrecked a motorcycle and didn't go to the doctor. Through a barbed wire fence.
We wrecked a car and didn't go.
Really?
That's awesome. Oh yeah, we did.
I totally had a concussion too.
I forgot
Looking
about
back,
that.
I took a class on athletic injuries. I had a concussion, dude.
I think Okay, can we tell the story? now?
Please, let's please tell it.
All right, so me and Ray, we were hanging out, and we were gonna film some YouTube videos back in the day, and this is like
5 years ago.
no,
Easy.
more than that. It's like 6 or 7 years ago. It was early, like. Well, I just got my license. I was 16.
Dude, you're right.
So it was 6 years ago.
You're right. Okay.
And we were gonna film some videos, and we were filming at the time. We were kind of making like a little bit in the car.
I think I heard about
A little
this.
vlog.
Okay.
And a little vlog, because I did some vlogs for a while, which were terrible, and have since forth been buried under the internet and will never be seen again.
Sure. We'll find him. His name is Seth Ward.
So anyway, we're driving. We went to Walmart.
W-A-R.
So you take like a 30-minute drive to go to Walmart and get some stuff.
We
We went to Taco Bell first,
Botch on blast.
and my buddy Ken Laren was like, "Baja Blast," the Baja Blast, and he just can't pronounce anything. Anytime he reads, it's horrendous and it's a nightmare. But yeah, he was saying Baja Blast the entire time. So I was getting onto him. We were trying to pull out of the stop sign and singing some Kesha, which is why I don't listen to Kesha anymore. That was my guilty pleasure for a long time.
Yeah.
With the money sign.
Yeah, it was bad. So
Still is.
we are at the stoplight, and I look to my left, and this woman is pulling in, and
So
she's
we're
in the
crossing.
turning.
We're crossing the interstate. Is what it is. It's like a split.
It's like a
highway.
split. So it's well, let me turn this way. Well, okay. It's like highway, or the parking lot's here, and then you have part of the highway, an intersection, and the other side of the highway.
Mhm.
So you literally had to cross the middle of it to go left on the highway. So she's in the turning lane, and she has her blinker on. So I'm like, okay, I'll go, because she's clearly gonna turn. So I barely pull out, and she just smashed into the side
she
of
just
it.
changed her mind and just kind of jerked the
went back
wheel
in.
back.
So she just smashed into the side of it.
She was going fast enough to kill us, easy.
Oh yeah, and none of us got hurt at all, except like kind of concussed.
Yeah. At the
Uh,
time, like nothing. We just all went home.
Yeah, we just went home. We were fine, which is a miracle. She was going 35, 40 miles an hour,
Yeah.
and just plunged into the
Totaled
side of
the
that
car,
car.
wasn't
Totaled
it?
it. The car was
Totaled it.
completely totaled and you could not fix it. Like the frames were bent. The frame was bent and everything. So it was just smashed to smithereens. And then she just took off. Which
drove
is
off.
something that is so wrong with our legislation system. For one, because she took off, hit and run. A police cruiser was there, seen the whole thing.
Yeah, it was right
and
there.
Put it in his description that she hit and run. And she tried to hide from him. And still, when they took it to court, it was apparently my fault.
Whoa!
How is that even remotely possible?
I didn't know that part. What'd you
Yeah.
have to do?
We had that's it. The insurance didn't cover anything.
You what?
So we were screwed out of a car because some lady hit the side of it and took off.
Oh man.
Nothing happened. She didn't get anything on her record. She got off completely clean. She
Did
didn't
you
have to
have to
pay
pay
any
anything?
fines. Her insurance didn't pay anything. So we had to cover everything. We had to cover our car.
How much did you pay?
I
for
mean,
that?
I was like 16 at the time, but we just had to get a new car.
Oh man.
And that one wasn't even paid off all the way. So,
Crazy. I don't
so
want
we
to.
really got screwed out of it.
I don't want to go too far into this story because this story is still messing me up a little bit. But I was riding in a car with a friend, and we worked night shift, and we were going. It was close to my birthday, so I wanted to get like. I had to go to the dollar store to get something for myself. I can't remember. And there's this busy highway, going into Oklahoma. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So busy highway. So I wasn't driving, I was riding. And you saying you got concussion, now that you think back on it, makes me remember because I was talking to my wife the other day and I was like, I definitely got knocked out. Just like thinking about it. Because, so anyways, and I don't know how long I was knocked out for. Because like we said, like I don't know where the closest hospital is from there. But all I can remember is he looks this way, looks that way. There's a semi truck right here, and it stops, and he thinks, okay, this semi truck is letting me go. It's being polite, letting me go. Goes, boom, the lady T-bones us. It's totally like our fault, totally our fault. And all I remember is waking up, and there's cops, ambulance, like everything is there. It's crazy. So it was like, I definitely got knocked out. Like the airbag, like my eyes were just burning. And like I got into the ambulance and they were like cleaning my eye out with some solution and stuff. And they were just like, you can see the imprint of the airbag on your eye.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because, and I had my glasses on too, which is crazy. I had my glasses on, but the impact of it flung them off before the airbag hit me in the face. And like my eye was really swollen and really hurt because the airbag has what is it that makes it go?
I know what you're talking about. Something
Like gunpowder or
Basically.
something.
Oh yeah.
And so it burnt my eye.
Oh dude.
Yeah. And so I was like, I think I have glass in my eye. I didn't. It was just burnt. And so, like thinking back on it, like it felt like boom, we got hit. I got out of the car. Is what it felt like. But then I started thinking like, how did the cops get there? How did the other car's family get there? How did the ambulances get there? In like the 2 seconds that we got hit, stopped, and I got out of the car.
My thing
So I was
is-
just like, shoot.
Ours
It
was
was
kind of in
nuts.
slow motion though.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, definitely was.
Because for me, it was like I looked to my left, seen it, everything crumbles in, and I'm like trying to hunch away from it. Glass had broke on the windshield, and I had the stupidest haircut at the time, and I regret it wholeheartedly. It was like a stormtrooper. You remember when I had the curl hair?
Yeah?
So there was just a curl around my whole head. It was
Uh-huh.
so stupid. It was like putting a bowl on your head and letting your hair curl around it. But the glass caught all in that curl. So it saved it from getting in my eye because I went like that. So that was like the one useful thing that hair ever did for me.
Yeah.
But no, I just remember like looking around and then seeing everything and like glass flying. Like it was a lot slower because of, I guess, adrenaline or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
And
definitely
after I
agree.
was out, like I was just shaking and like you're so messed up. So the next day, like the next 2 days, I was just so exhausted, and like everything just seemed slower. And
No, you're right. Because I
so
remember.
I think what happened is now that I've learned more and like what you've talked about, we probably had a concussion.
Probably.
We just didn't know.
Yeah, we definitely.
Car accidents
'Cause
are
we didn't-
crazy.
Dude, I
didn't
remember
know.
because I was behind you. If you were driving, I was in this back seat. I remember turning and looking, and just watching her, like when is she gonna turn? And then it was just like, and she hit us. Like I watched her for a full 3 seconds
Yeah, 'cause
before
it was-
she hit us.
It was me and Kendall, Ray, and then Nick Jenkins in the back.
Me.
Yeah.
I remember that like being in slow motion too. And then my friend who was driving just said, Jesus, take the wheel. just like yelled it, and I was like, and then all of a sudden I just crawl out.
That's bad. I had to like go through the passenger. 'Cause
Yeah.
Our
She
side.
hit it right where the doors connect.
Yeah.
Like where the.
I think that's what saved it.
it
was,
has to be.
It
We
was the
should have
complete,
been hurt.
the complete apex of her, because she was driving like a Durango type thing. Like it was big.
Yeah, it was big.
The complete like where it comes to a point, hit the exact point in the middle where the metal comes down,
Mhm.
and you. broke
Ah,
the door
really?
sheet.
Yeah.
So that's probably the only reason like that we were okay.
Because it
at
should
all.
have hurt us. Like we should have
Yeah.
been hurt. Real
We should have been
bad.
hurt really bad. Like
Yeah.
the cops. We had 2 cops call us or me, my family, to make sure like we were okay and alive, and to
Mhm.
see what damages we had. And we
Really?
were just like, hey, we're fine.
Yeah, the cops told us that had the car, like I guess he had hit the gas just enough to where like they said like 1 more inch this way that they would the impact with the speed would just kill both of us. And so it just hit the car like right the right spot to where
Yeah.
we were fine other than like maybe concussion and the eye burn or whatever. Everything else we were fine. It was just like just craziness. There was another. I've been in 2 car accidents my whole life. Please, I don't want to be in any more car accidents. But in both I was not driving. Thank God I wasn't driving. But this other one is nuts. Like this is the craziest thing ever. Okay. Well, maybe not ever, but it's pretty crazy. So we were driving. It's like afternoon. We're downtown in the city that's closest to us. So we are in downtown. Stopped. 100% just stopped at a red light. Okay, not going anywhere, and we're in a Prius. We're in a Prius.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Do you know the story?
Yeah, I don't know who was with at least.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
so we're in a Prius. I'm sitting in the back seat, passenger side, okay? Red light. No big deal. Stopped. The guy who I'm driving was a pretty safe driver. I'd say. Every time I'm with him, it's pretty safe. Anyways, stopped at a red light. All of a sudden, kadoosh! Car hits us in the back. Car hits us in the back. We're like, oh man, like what the heck was that? The car comes around, hits us, goes around us, the opposite way of where it hit us. But boom, hits us, goes around, gets in front of us, parks. Does not get out of the vehicle. I'm thinking, these people want to make it look like we hit them. You know? I'm like, what's going on? Like, all of us in the car are fine. The car is a Prius made out of aluminum foil. You can literally rip a piece off of this car and just wrap your leftovers and just put it away. The car's not that strong. It's made of aluminum foil. The car got a little dent on it. Nothing bad at all. Like, the car is fine. Their car, not even a dent, I don't think, because it's a Prius. Great car, by the way. I love Priuses. But anyways, so we get out, we're like, dang, man, what's going on? Like, these people hit us for no reason. We're at a dead stop. And after we get over the shock of just being hit for no reason, we get out of the car. We're going to go check on them. It's 2 ladies. They're like, we need an ambulance. Like, what? They're like, yeah, we need an ambulance. They're holding their neck. They're holding their neck and stuff. They're like, we need an ambulance. They don't get out of the car. We have to go check on them to see if they're okay. And they're like, holding their neck. And they're like, yeah, we need an ambulance. And so we're like, shoot, well, what do we do? So there's a cop right down the road. And so we're like, hey. And we call cop, whatever. And we don't reach him, so we just call 911. We're like, hey, 911. Hey, we got in a little bit of a car accident, and everything seems to be okay, but they said we need an ambulance. This is downtown, okay? So this is where the most hustle and bustle is. We're here on the side of the road, watching everyone just look at us or whatever, and then, whee! You hear the sirens, and you're like, oh, hey, that's for us. Ambulance shows up. Cops show up. Ugh. Ambulance goes over to see the 2 girls in the car. and he comes back, and he says to the other guy in the ambulance, "Hey, it's so and so and so and so," and they're like, "Oh, we know them." They know them. They not only know them, they know their names. They come up to us and they say they want some pain pills. So every time they need some pain pills, they just go hit someone and they call for an ambulance. They tell us that they're hurt.
God,
They're drug addicts. They know their first and last name. And then you know what the cops tell us? They say, last time they didn't have any insurance, so you're going to be lucky if they have any kind of insurance whatsoever.
Why not take their license?
Their license, right? I don't know. But anyways, they get out and they get put in the thing, and our friend is just like, Aaron from the last podcast, he was just like, well, they got what they wanted. They just wanted some drugs, you know? And so they hit us, and they said, luckily, this time they have the worst kind of insurance that they could possibly have, the bare minimum of insurance, but at least they have insurance. But I guess, like, they know these people first and last name.
That's so messed.
They just know them.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
And the closest city's like 80,000, 100,000. It's getting close to 100,000.
Is it?
Yeah,
I think it's actually past 100,000 now.
Oh, really?
So it's not too big.
For us, it's really big.
For us, it's big. For us, it's big, but
yeah, to everybody else. But yeah, so to know somebody's by name in that town is something.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, because you see them like once or twice a month. You know,
Like they have to be crazy enough for you
to just know,
distinguish them
remember.
from everybody else. That's weird.
But it was like they barely hit us, and they're like, "We need an ambulance." Like, no, you don't. Just get out and give us your insurance.
I need amber lamps.
But I was mad, and especially I was really mad just whenever they hit us and then they got in front of us. I was like, you gotta be kidding me! Like, what are you doing? You're already on the side of the road. Like, why you gotta pull up in front of us trying to make something look like we hit you or whatever? And then they didn't get out. I was upset, and so I just took my phone. I took their license plate. I was like, if they run, I was like, they're gonna run. I just feel like it. They didn't run, but that's because they were jonesing. They were
Going on
jonesing.
already.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, that's crazy. And we were busy that day. Like, we had stuff to do. They didn't care. But anyways, man, I hate car accidents, so.
Yeah, I've been in a couple. But yeah, that was my worst one. The other ones were when I was like a child. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one that was.
Well, did your parents have the baby on board stickers?
Probably not. This
That was the
exist in
problem.
mine.
They didn't exist?
Autistic kid on board.
How long is this?
Probably long enough.
Let's wrap it. I got another idea for the video. Let's wrap it.
Okay. Hey, so thanks for watching this. I don't know how long it's been.
That time. It's that time again.
It's that time
It's that
again.
time.
Thanks for watching. Remember to smash that like button.
Smash that like button!
Smash the like
If
button.
we don't get 1,000 likes, I'm quitting.
Well, no, that's fine.
See you later, Seth.
See you later. We won't get 1,000 likes. But you know, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, you should. We got some things coming up, and I'm not in the camera anymore. We got some things coming up. We also have some other videos. We got some new yoga videos, some new karate videos coming out. We have another podcast called Basketball. Make sure to check that out. It's a good podcast to listen to if you're just learning about the NBA. And then of course Dinner for 3. So yeah, see ya.